had gone the day before with a Southern California Shelby club to the Cool Meet and cruise the Strip in Las Vegas. The next day they were going to go to Hoover Dam, and they do that like every other year. Last year we went up to Mount Charleston. It was pretty fun. And so since my friend and I had gone home for the night back up to Utah, it's about a 2-hour drive, we were just going to meet up with the club at a part of the road where the highways intersect with the Valley of Fire and then go to Hoover Dam. So we decided to take the Shelby and go meet at that intersection. So we fueled up and we left town and we headed down I-15 south to get towards Vegas, and we turn off at the Logandale exit, and there's another big leg of the trip that would be really fun to go on the back roads. So we could have gone and gotten off down where they were all meeting at the Chevron, but we thought it'd be fun to take a even more scenic route and go through the back roads, which was a fantastic drive. It was awesome. And the only problem with that is we were going to meet them at the intersection where the Valley of Fire highway meets the highway that we would be on, and that would have worked perfectly, and we timed it just right because the Cars and Coffee at Shelby ended at 10:30. We left with enough time to make it meet up. You know, I checked on the way home from Vegas the night before how far it was from the off-ramp where they would be getting off to the Shelby Museum, and that's where they would be traveling. It was a 45-minute drive, so I timed it so that we would have plenty of time to get down there and not miss them. It felt a lot like an old Western and trying to head them off at the pass. We were listening for them to come, and we thought it would be a good way to catch on to the group and see them all come through, and it would have worked perfectly. The only problem was we didn't know that they changed the plan. They did get off at the Chevron on I-15 farther down, but they decided they would only go through the Valley of Fire because they feared there wouldn't be enough room for everybody to go to the Hoover Dam parking lot area. So unfortunately, they were super close, but they weren't right there. We didn't see anybody. Well, we did see a couple who came through later, but to us it didn't really matter. We just wanted to enjoy this awesome drive and get to experience the Shelby, going through the turns, going through this really nice highway. My friend takes his motorcycle down here all the time. He has some really fast sport bikes, and he takes them down here, and he tells me this is a wonderful drive. And so I've always kind of wanted to go there and never really had a reason to. This was going to be the reason, and I thought even if we don't meet up with the Shelby group, it'll be worth the drive, and it totally was. So you'll hear some pretty spirited driving with this Voodoo 5.2 liter 4-valve GT350 engine, flat plane crank, awesome sounding car, and you'll hear it right here in a minute when we get going through the back roads. But this is part of the gorge. This is still I-15 south on the way down to the highway, and it was just a really fun time to be driving in the car. It just turned 7,000 miles, so it's fun to take a brand new car that has a great brand new drivetrain. Everything's great on it. Air conditioning worked good. Everything was just fun and new. And so this is the highway that we got on. You can see how beautiful it is. The road looked nice, new painted lines, everything was beautiful. So we got here to the intersection. It was a little bit windy, but it was fun to see a bunch of other cars enjoying time out there. There's some Corvettes going through here, you'll see. There's a Corvette coming, that's cool. So this was a great time to take some pictures and just hang out and enjoy the sun. It was really warm and nice. Cool to see the Corvettes driving around, people just out enjoying their vehicles. I thought how fun it is for these people to be taking their Corvettes and just cruising around in the desert. You know, reliability, air conditioning, everything looked great on all these cars. this guy, man. Yeah, he was trying to pass, and it wasn't even a dotted line. There's a couple. They might be coming from the dam.
Are they heading back?
No. They were gonna stay there till noon. It's 10 to noon now.
Oh, we didn't know that. We would have been waiting there.
Yeah. So I did message a couple friends. They told me they only went to the Valley of Fire, so we decided to go ahead and head back. This time I'll drive a little bit. It'll be a lot of fun. Always a pleasure to drive this GT350. Very awesome car.
I just like that. You like the darker inserts?
Oh look, there's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Leadfoot with the red stripes on it. They were probably at Valley of Fire. Maybe they just decided they wanted to. So I like this little town we drove through, and something I thought was really cool was this Napa Auto Parts store had a Camaro SS parked out there. So I imagine the guy works there, enjoys cars. Thought it made for a really cool picture, and I thought about it when we went the other way, and I thought, man, I wish I would have known that was coming up. I would have taken a picture. So on the way back, we passed through, so I made sure to get a shot of it. So kind of a cool picture, muscle car at an auto parts store. You know, I would imagine the guy works there, and kind of a cool story. For car guys, that's all you really need. And in this case, I would assume it's somebody who knows what they're talking about when they're selling you parts. So drove back through I-15 North, got back and looked over the car for a little bit. Everything looking great. I decided to take a look at this hand-built with pride plaque from the Romeo niche line, however you say it. I think it's kind of cool. The 2019 and 20 GT350s and 500s were all built by one person. They used to have two names on the plaques before that, so that's how you can tell the year of this vehicle, as well as if you look at the carbon fiber front piece here, carbon composite thing, you'll see that it has provisions for the hood pins for a GT500 there on each side. And that's something that distinguishes this GT350. It's a specific part. They made the change to all the GT500s and 350s in 2019 and 20 for the 350s and 2020 and up for the 500s. So anyway, cool video, fun to go, enjoy the day, take our time cruising around, talking, having a cold soda and chilling. It was awesome. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.